Welcome, team. Week 4. Wow. I don't even know what to say. As you can see, personally, I am a Packers fan. I live, breathe, and bleed cheese. And that tie, I don't even know if I'd rather have this tie than a loss. I'm pretty sure the tie is better, but it just hurts to say that we tied Dallas. So let's dive into some stats. Let's figure out some things here. Let's pull it on up. Dak Prescott, I want to give him a big shout out. Like, he played really well. 31 for 40, 319 yards, 3 TDs. That's pretty good. Jordan Love was 31 out of 43, 337 yards and 3 TDs. So very similar right there. Rushing very similar as well. 22 carries for 86 yards and 2 TDs for Josh Jacobs. 2 TDs, that is. Javonte Williams, 20 carries, 85 yards and 1 TD. The George Pickens, 8 receptions, 134 yards and 2 touchdowns. You had him on fantasy. You were loving life, let me tell you. Let's see what we got here. There's the scoring summary. Yeah, total yards, 489 for Green Bay and 436 for Dallas. So much for Green Bay's spectacular defense. Dallas put up 40 points. That is close to the total of the first 3 games points against us combined with Detroit and their insanely good offense, Washington and their offense, and the Browns. Let me repeat that. Dallas put up almost as many points as the first 3 games combined against us. Are the Packers frauds? I would like to say we got to wait till week 6 to figure that out. But as of the moment, no, I think we're just having some bad games. I think we got a little bit uppity, a little bit like, oh, we're too good. Poor clock management there in the end. This was not white and gray before that game. The amount of stress that I felt was so high. I had to start drinking water. I had to stop drinking my soda and eating. Oh boy. Oh, how's it going? Yeah, J Sports and more. Welcome. I'm trying out this thing, small time channel, just starting out. We're just gonna talk shop. I mean, is there a game you want to talk about? A team you want to talk about? We'll do it to it. I'm just talking about my team, the Packers, right now, and how upsetting that game was. It was. I mean, shout out Dak Prescott and George Pickens. You know what I'm saying? They did amazing. They balled out, but I feel like the Packers should have went in there and handled business a little bit and gotten the dub. It's very rough. Let's see. 164 rushing yards in a year. I don't think Josh Jacobs has had one game all year with 100 yards by himself. No, he has not. Our rushing attack needs to get on point. Let's see. Third down efficiency, we were 10 for 14. They were 4 for 11. There's another stat line right there. We were 10 for 14 on third down efficiency, so we were effectively moving the ball, moving the chains, getting going. And the Dallas Cowboys were not. The Dallas Cowboys were not. 4 for 11. And yet they were 1 for 1 on fourth down, which means they were effectively moving the ball on first and second down. If we got into third down, atypically we were holding them back. Sack each. Green Bay only punted the ball twice. Dallas punted the ball 4 times. It's just, you're a Bills fan. Okay. I got the Bills picked for Josh Allen MVP in a different video and for the Bills to make it to the Super Bowl. I called out in the beginning that I think the Chiefs were frauds this year. Green Bay might be joining that club. That's rough to say. And The Bills, I don't know who their competition is really going to be. It's probably still going to be the Chiefs because it's the Chiefs, and I hate to say that, but it is what it is. I called the Chargers out. They're doing really well this year, so maybe they'll be your competition. I was hoping for a Green Bay Bills Super Bowl, but let's see how that goes. My team can stop doing horrible things. I was just going over the penalty line and third down conversion. They were 4 for 11 on third down. 4 for 11 third down efficiency is not a team that puts up 40 points, but yet they did. And yet they did. They had 11 penalties for 95 yards. But we have a Bills fan in here, so we're going to look at the Bills game. I like the Bills. I think they're effective. I think Josh Allen carries that team. No offense. Yeah, I seriously, I think Josh Allen hardcore carries that team. I don't think they're a bad team. I think they would be a playoff contender if they just had a run of the mill quarterback, just a good quarterback, nobody like super like crazy good. Then I could see them making runs at the playoffs, especially this year with the way the AFC leaders normally you would have like with the Ravens and the Chiefs, and the Broncos not winning a lot of games. I just went 2-2. But with Josh Allen, let's see, he had 22 for 28, extremely efficient, 213 yards, 3 touchdowns. James Cook run the ball well, 19 carries, 108 yards, 1 touchdown. Kincaid had a huge game. He balled out 5 receptions, 66 yards, and 1 touchdown. I watched his touchdown reception. That was really good. I watched most of that game. I was very happy with the way the Bills played. The only thing about the Bills, and this is against the Miami I'm looking at, the only thing about the Bills is their defense. I feel like their defense needs some work. Yeah, or help on defense. Yeah. I think you have enough offensive target. Getting DJ Moore obviously would be a good thing. I mean, who would not want to have somebody of quality caliber like DJ Moore? But I think let's look at your overall stats because I know you need help on defense the most. Bills on defense. Let's see what they've got going on here. Because your offense on pass and rush is solid. Oh, why did it bring me up here? Give me their depth chart. All right. All right, here we go. Let's look at the Fox Sports News stats here. Let's see what they got. The Bills in 9th. So overall, and I'm wondering how much of that comes from that, because you guys had the Jets game, right? Yeah, you took on the Saints, knocked them down. You took on the Jets, beat them up. Yeah. Yes. Let's see. Passing defense is where you're good. Maybe it's your run defense that needs to work. That's people are scoring points on you guys somehow. Yeah, you're dead last against the run. That's what I thought. We even heard on defense. I have not been following too closely on injuries with the Bills. I know there's a lot of teams this year that have a lot of injuries, like San Francisco, Minnesota. I'm not sure if the Bills are hurting there, like on IR. But yeah, your run defense needs some work. You need to train for some people up front that can stuff the run. Your pass defense, though, super solid. Your secondary looks very, very good. I would show some clips, but YouTube likes to copyright me when I do that. But I was watching. What's the wife calling? Give me a hot sec, guys. Okay. Be right back. And help the wife. Who isn't here? Of course not. All right. I was. Okay, I have to mute this real quick.
Your wife is attempting.
Hello. Hello. I told you we don't have one. Nope. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Let's do those. We can see my parents or probably have an extra one. I thought I had a cord somewhere, but maybe Walmart. I know. Yeah. Okay. All right. I love you. Okay. Yeah, I'm live streaming right now. But all right. All right. I love you. All right. Bye. All righty. Well, I appreciate the sub. J Sports and more. Let's I appreciate the sub. Yeah, I had to help the wife out there with some questions. She's at the Home Depot. Let's see. You've been heard on defense. When you were like you in the world, I sub. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm just a small time creator. You check out my content. I've been doing, except for this last week, really, really good on my picks. 14-2, 11-5, 12-4. So far throughout the week, except for this last week. And there's the wife again.
Warning. It's your wife.
Yes, babe. She pocket down. Let's see. Yeah, tell your friends, come chat it up. I was going to look at your schedule, the Bills games, who you've got next. And I want your thoughts. The Patriots. You should be able to handle the Patriots. And they put up a lot of points, but I think they're a mid team. I think Drake May could be something down the road. But I think if you can get pressure on him, then he crumbles. And then you got the Falcons, who are either putting up 30 or getting shut out. So that should be a fairly easy win. Then you got the Panthers, who are the same. They're up and down, but they're mostly down. And then you got your first real test right there. The next 3 games, you should be able to win. Chiefs will be a tough one. Dolphins, because it's divisional, is tough. The Bucks, Baker Mayfield is really good. I'm not sure he's that good, though. And then the Texans, that shouldn't be a problem. The Steelers can put up points. If you can't pressure Aaron Rodgers, he will put up points against you and take you into a shootout. The Bengals, they ain't got a season anymore, so that's a win there. The Patriots, again, you should be able to handle business there. We'll see how it goes further down the road if they pull it together more, because they look pretty good. The Browns, you should be able to put up enough points against that really good defense. The Eagles, that's your second hardest game, your hardest game of the year with the Chiefs. And then the Jets. You've got a fairly good schedule, honestly. Like, well, I appreciate you checking out the content. Yeah, your schedule is pretty easy, honestly. You have some decent teams, but like you have the Eagles and the Chiefs, but you got the Jets again, which you should be able to squash. You got the Patriots twice. Miami, that could be a difficult one. Division games are always rough. They're always rough. You could have we have a bye next week. We have the week 5 bye. And when I saw that in the beginning, there was like week 5 bye. I was like, oh, that's so horrible. You want that more towards the middle, around the 10th week. So that way, like your players can rest up and be get all rejuvenated for the second half of the season, right? And not have to do still another 12 games or whatever. But with our injuries and these last 2 games, I'm kind of okay with a week 5 bye. Because we're just not having the greatest of times. Up next, we do, after the bye, we have, is it the Bengals next? Yeah, it's the Bengals next. And then the Cardinals. So we have the Bengals who have Joe Browning, who throws 1 perfect pass and throws like 8 really bad ones. And poor Bengals fans. That is my hot take, is Joe Browning. Yeah, just he'll throw 1 pass and it looks immaculately perfect. He'll spiral it out to the left side to where only the receiver can get it, and then he'll throw 8 in a row that looks like, some schoolyard shit. And I'm just like, poor Bengals fans. So we got them, and then we got the Cardinals. So we should be able to get right with that. Hopefully, we don't let our too many errors get away from us with flags and stuff like we did against the Browns, where a turnover cost us the game. And I know Joe Flacco's old, and I don't hate on him, but like, man, we gave him so many chances. Like, oh, here's your 3rd down. Oh, we stopped you. Penalty. Another penalty, so you can try this like 3 times in a row. I mean, Joe Flacco is a Super Bowl quarterback. He'll eventually get in there, and he did. It's just not great. The Giants, ooh, the dart. The Bengals were so good. They had that super good offense. I remember, yeah, they were. You had to beat them in a shootout because it was so hard to stop that offense, and there were not too many teams that could do that. That takes me back. I wanna look at that real quick. What do you think about Dart with the Giants and that strange upset win against the Chargers? I did not pick the Giants to win that one. I have some Giants fans that watch my content that are going to be severely disappointed in me, but I mean, it's the Chargers who were beating up everybody and then got taken down by the Giants and their new quarterback. That's kind of something else. Let's see. I want to see those stat lines. It was a very low-scoring game, but they got it. Yeah, Justin Herbert threw 2 interceptions. Jackson Dart, 13 for 20, 111 yards and a touchdown. I mean, he did all right. Scatabo, that guy's pretty tough, but he only got 25 carries for 79 yards only. Let's see, Hampton and Johnston for the Chargers got a touchdown. Looks like the defense for the Giants won this game. I only got to watch half this game. Really? I mean, the way he looked, that's a lot better than most rookie quarterbacks ever look in their first game. I watched, because you can see how old I am. I watched Brett Favre's first game, and it wasn't that good. Getting a touchdown, those stats. Aaron Rodgers, because I'm a Packers fan. I remember Manning, how good he was. I don't think he had to start that good. I'm trying to think of all the people that had such amazing starts in their rookie year. I know he didn't play for the lengthiest amount of time there because I know Russell Wilson came in for a little bit. I need to look. Trying to watch all the games. I only watched part of this game. Need to look this up. And then I got to put together my power rankings. And I got to decide whether Green Bay gets to stay on the power rankings or not. Yeah, because I believe he got hurt, right? Come on, show me the thing. He's evaluated for concussion against the Chargers. He also endured a hamstring injury. Ooh, yeah, he was limping a little bit. I think it was his left leg. This gentleman said Dart was doing good. Yeah, he was doing good. Hamstring injury, that's going to slow him down. That could be bad. And then you got Russell Wilson who's in there who either throws up 150 or 450 yards. You just got to flip a coin on who you're getting. So that's always unpredictable fun. I don't know. So do we think – who do we think what do we got here? What's this coming up? Used to be a Packers fan until my dad said he would kick me out if I thought the Packers had choose the Bills. Well, you got to have a place to live. I can respect that. I can respect that. Appreciate the love. So aside from the Bills, do we think the Bills are number one or do we think the Eagles are still number one? Because personally, aside from the comeback on the Rams, I don't think the Eagles have looked ridiculously number one. Like, they obviously deserve top 3, top 1 spot-ish for how well they've played and being the Super Bowl champs. So in my mind, you've got the Eagles, you got the Bills, and I would have said the Rams a week ago in that spot, and maybe the Packers until they got beat by the Browns. But those are my 2 big teams now that the Rams beat the Colts and the Eagles beat the Rams. The Chargers lost. It's really a race between those two because Tampa lost as well. I think they're the only 2 undefeated teams after the Bills and the Eagles. Bills number 1, Eagles number 2, Packers number 3, Rams number 4, Chiefs number 5. Oh, you think the Chiefs are making their comeback? I appreciate the Packers being at number 3, but I think they're probably going to be, in my rankings, sitting around 7th. Yeah. I think they need to get their head right. I don't know, especially with that poor clock management. Luckily, there was 1 second left on that last play because otherwise that would have been the game.